everyone, Rachel here from Process Progress. That's www.process-progress.com, your intuitive brand strategist. This video is one of the first of many in a new video series that I'm creating around the full and new moons. I read the tarot and I read oracle cards in my everyday life, and I want to be able to share this skill and this gift with others, with more of you who are searching for answers within and without. And I thought that the full and new moons would be an awesome time to share these reading videos because moons are very, very powerful, especially the full and new moons. And with these readings, my intention is to allow us to harness the individual energy of each full and new moon that is moving in a cycle, and to be able to activate our creativity, our superpowers, be able to leverage those things in our brand, in our business, and in our life. And also to be able to understand what might be blocking us from moving in that direction. What do we need to be aware of? And how can we maximize this energy and harness this energy of the moon to help us look a little deeper, let go a little more, and understand truly where we're at on our path. So this is the first of many, and if you are watching this video, you have received it from signing up for my newsletter, which is great. If for some reason you're seeing this video and you are not signed up to receive these videos in your inbox, you can use the link below in the description to sign up. You can also subscribe to me on YouTube to make sure you get notified when new videos are coming your way or being released. And I'm so excited to share this with you. I love the tarot. It is really one of the tools that I use every day in my life to build my brand, to build my business, and to tap into my own intuition. So let's get started. This full moon on October 5th, 2017 is the full moon in Aries. So I will be choosing 3 cards using the Albano Waite Tarot deck. It's very similar to the Rider-Waite, so you'll recognize some of the images if you are, well, all of the images if you are familiar with that tarot deck. I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm just going to say a little prayer to tune in, and then we'll be ready to go. Dear guides and angels, please be with me now as I choose cards whose wisdom represents the messages we need to receive at this time around harnessing the power of this full moon in Aries in the beginning of October. What information needs to come through for the highest good of all, to be heard, to be understood, to be reflected on. May I be your humble channel, and may I be a conduit through which you speak for the highest good of all. May your messages come through me at this time to share with the world for the highest good of all. And may the highest vibrational beings of love and light share their messages with us today through the cards on this path of highest embodied self and expression and creativity. Thank you. Okay, so the first card that I'm going to pull is for the general energy that is coming through for the full moon. And that card is the 6 of Wands. So this is really, really fitting. I think for the whole month of September, I was really pulling this card a lot. And what this card says to me is that we are still moving away from all of the stuff that was kicked up during the eclipse last month in August. It was a really big eclipse. Lots of energetic shifts were happening, and it kicked up a lot of dust. And it's not just true in our internal lives, but in the world was a lot of dust kicked up with hurricanes and earthquakes, and the Earth's response to this huge shift in energy from the eclipse. So we are still kind of sifting through the waters. We're still sifting through the dust that has been kicked up by this energetic storm that has happened for us this summer. But the good news is that we're moving towards calmer waters. As you can see, this is kind of where we're moving away from, and this is what we're moving towards. So we're moving towards a new horizon, a new calmer state of being. We're clear, the dust has settled, and we're clearing it away, and we're moving towards this more stable place. And the swords are all about mental activity, intellect, all of the things to do with the mind. And I also think they are also very spiritual as well. So if you're finding especially what you're moving away from is these kind of toxic thoughts and you know, chaotic mental energy that really might have been holding you back. There was lots of delays with the eclipse, and so maybe you're wondering, like, well, why aren't I further than I want to be right now? And it's because all of that stuff had to be kicked up first in order for things to be able to be seen clearly and to start to move forward. So this is a card of forward movement. So the way you can harness it with this full moon in Aries, Aries is a fire sign, so you have that energy backing you up of action. You can start to think about, if not beginning, to really create your list of action steps for your dreams and your ideas and your desires. What is it that you want to start to take action on? It doesn't have to be quick. It doesn't have to be all done in a day. It's just the beginning. So that is the general energy of what's happening for us on this full moon. The next card I'm going to choose is what we need to be aware of, what things we may not have noticed, and maybe they come up as blocks or fears. Just what do we need to be aware of around this time? And that card is the Three of Swords. Now, this is a scary card at first glance. Yes, it definitely is. Again, we have the swords. We have the theme of the swords, mental, spiritual. Now, when you look at this card, it looks like, of course, a heartbreak, right? You know, devastation. There is a heart being, you know, stabbed by these three swords. Good news is it doesn't necessarily mean an actual heartbreak. Your relationships should be safe. What I'm feeling that this Three of Swords is speaking to is more so about the things that we have been dealing with in the past couple months that are really ready to be let go of by us, ready to be broken up by us. You know, it's kind of like we're breaking up with these old belief systems that might be not only ruling our heads and our thoughts, but are ruling our heart. And the heart is the doorway to our own inner wisdom and our own intuition. And so if that heart center is being blocked by these old belief systems and these old ways of thinking and these old ways of operating, this journey here is going to be all that much slower because we have not cleared the path for aligning with our highest vision, because we're still mourning, you know, the loss of these old parts of us that have fallen away with the storm. So another storm metaphor, and note that even though these two cards are swords, they both have water in them. So it really is about allowing the dust to fall and letting the waves of your emotions clear the way to tap into your heart and into your intuition. So this is what you need to be aware of. Things are still maybe coming up, and that's okay. The key is to allow them to come up, hold space for them, and then let them be able to fall away and surrender to them so that you can clear the path. for what's to come. So speaking of what's to come, the last card that I'm going to pull is a glimpse of the next step. Okay, so now that we have this information, where do we go from here? What advice do the cards have for us about how we can integrate this information and take action on it? And that card is, the 10 of Pentacles. This card is awesome. This is a glimpse of excitement after the storm here. And the first inkling that I'm getting about this card is we're really rebuilding. We're building and we're rebuilding things that have fallen away, things that have been destroyed within us and around us, and we're harnessing the power of our community to help us achieve, abundance and community and prosperity and, kind of the satisfaction of our higher vision that we've been dreaming of, right? So this card is all about coming together and supporting a higher vision. You can see that there's, kind of the elders and the youngsters and the animal community all surrounding one another to support one another in supporting their visions and supporting their dreams. It's all about coming together, working together. So in terms of actions that you can start to take, instead of like these cards are all very much about like internal, individual journeys, right? So you can start to think about, how can I tap into the resources that I have in my community, the resources that I have in my networks? How can I start to tap into this and connect to people who have a similar, like-minded aspirations and visions like I do? And how can we really work together to make this thing come to life, to make our dreams a reality? So it's a really happy ending to this journey of we're all in this together. And when we come and really, see our vision for the long haul and understand that every step that we take is a step closer to achieving that vision and that we're going to do it together, it's really can be a beautiful thing. So that is an awesome way to end the reading. Let's take a little recap. First, the general energy of the moon in Aries, we pulled the 6 of Swords, moving away from the dust. The dust is settling, and now we're moving away and we're clearing the way for calmer horizons. What you need to be aware of is the 3 of Swords. All of the things that you're breaking up with, all of the old parts of you, all of the old people you're leaving behind, all of the things, people, places, things that are not serving you, all of the belief systems that are no longer serving you from when before the storm happened, they're not gonna cut it into this new territory that we're moving into. So this is what you need to be aware of. And how to integrate all this information is focus on the long-term vision. Focus on the vision that you have in your heart, and then understand how other people around you really can help support and make this vision start to come to life, building and rebuilding. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please take this information with a grain of salt. This is my interpretation of what came through in the cards. And really use this full moon to start getting a clean slate on your new direction, on the new journey, after this chaotic, energetic storm that we've experienced in August and also in September. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give me a comment, tell me what you think. If you have questions, I'm here for you. And if you want to see more of these videos in the future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can use the link in the description to sign up for the newsletter where all of the videos will be distributed. And you can reach me at www.process-progress.com if you're interested in your own interpretation and your own reading for this full moon in Aries. Connect with me and we'll get a reading set up. I'll put the link below for you there. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys soon.